Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered about the vast universe beyond? Space exploration has always captivated humanity, sparking our curiosity and imagination. While we might not all become astronauts, we can still experience the thrill of space travel through DIY projects. Building a mini spacecraft might seem like something out of a science fiction movie, but with a few simple materials and a sprinkle of creativity, you can embark on your own cosmic adventure right at home. DIY projects are a fantastic way to learn about science and engineering in a hands-on, engaging way. When you build your own mini spacecraft, you're not just following instructions, you're actively problem-solving, experimenting, and discovering the principles of flight and aerodynamics. It's like bringing space exploration down to Earth and into your own hands. So, are you ready to blast off on this exciting journey of building your very own mini spacecraft? Let's get started by gathering all the essential materials we'll need to construct our cosmic creation. Before we launch into building our mini spacecraft, we need to gather a few key supplies. This is an essential step to ensure that our project goes smoothly and that we have everything we need at our fingertips. Don't worry, you won't need any rocket fuel or zero-gravity chambers for this project. Most of these materials can be found right at home or at your local craft store. First, we need something to form the body of our spacecraft. A small cardboard box, like the kind your cereal comes in, will work perfectly. This will be the command center of our spacecraft, housing all the important instruments and, of course, our astronaut crew. To give our spacecraft a sleek, aerodynamic design, we'll need some construction paper. Choose your favorite colors to give your spacecraft a unique look. The more vibrant, the better. We'll also need scissors to cut the paper into the shapes we need, tape to hold everything together, and markers to add some personal touches and decorations. These tools will help us bring our creative vision to life. Finally, no spacecraft is complete without a powerful engine. Don't worry, we won't be building a real rocket engine here. Instead, we'll be using balloons to simulate the thrust that propels rockets into space. Make sure to have a few balloons on hand, as well as a straw to inflate them. Now that we've gathered all our materials, let's move on to the exciting part, building our very own mini spacecraft. This is where all our preparation pays off, and we get to see our creation take shape. Remember, the key to a successful project is having fun and letting your creativity shine. So, gather your supplies and let's get started on this interstellar adventure. With all these materials at your disposal, the possibilities are endless. You can customize your spacecraft to reflect your own unique style and imagination. So let's dive in and start crafting our mini spacecraft. Get ready to embark on a journey that's out of this world. The adventure begins now, and we can't wait to see what amazing creations you'll come up with. Let's get started. And remember, the sky is not the limit, your imagination is. So let's make this spacecraft truly special. Ready, set, craft. Let's build something amazing together. This is going to be an unforgettable experience, and we are thrilled to have you on board. So let's gather our supplies and get ready to launch into this fun-filled project. The countdown to creativity starts now. Let's make our mini spacecraft soar. Now that we've gathered all our materials, let's move on to the exciting part, building our very own mini spacecraft. Let's get started and have a blast creating our mini spacecraft. Now that we have our materials ready, it's time to build our mini spacecraft. This project is not only fun, but also a great way to learn about basic principles of aerodynamics and engineering. This is where your creativity can truly shine. Feel free to add your own unique touches and modifications as we go along. Step 1. Crafting the spacecraft body. This is the foundation of your spacecraft, so take your time to get it right. Start by taking your cardboard box and cutting out a square section on one side. This will serve as the cockpit window. This will be the cockpit window for our astronauts to look out into the vast expanse of space. Make sure the edges are smooth to avoid any injuries. Step 2. Adding aerodynamic fins. These fins will help stabilize your spacecraft during its flight. Next, let's make our spacecraft aerodynamic. This is crucial for ensuring it flies straight and true. Cut out 4 triangular shapes from your construction paper. These will act as the fins. These will be the fins of our spacecraft, helping it to fly straight and true. Make sure they are symmetrical for balanced flight. Use tape to attach the fins to the sides of your cardboard box, making sure they are evenly spaced. This will ensure stability during flight. Step 3. Attaching the nose cone. The nose cone will help reduce air resistance. Now, let's give our spacecraft a nose cone. This is an important part of the design for aerodynamic efficiency. Cut out a circle from your construction paper, Then carefully cut a straight line from the edge of the circle to the center. This will allow you to form the cone shape. Overlap the cut edges to create a cone shape and secure it with tape. Make sure the cone is sturdy and well formed. Attach the nose cone to the top of your cardboard box, opposite the cockpit window. This will complete the basic structure of your spacecraft. Step 4. Powering up with the balloon engine. This is where the fun really begins. For our spacecraft's engine, take a balloon and attach it to one end of your straw using tape. This will act as the propulsion system. Make sure the connection is airtight. Any leaks will reduce the efficiency of your engine. Insert the other end of the straw into the open end of your cardboard box, making sure it pokes out slightly. This will direct the thrust. Secure the straw in place with tape. Ensure it is firmly attached to avoid any movement during launch. This balloon will act as our spacecraft's engine, propelling it forward with a burst of air. Inflate the balloon and let it go to see your creation in action. Congratulations, you've built your very own mini spacecraft. Take a moment to admire your work. Now, let's learn about some important safety precautions before we launch it into the great unknown. Always ensure you have a clear, open space for launch and keep a safe distance from the spacecraft during its flight. Section 4. Safety First, Space Explorers. Before we launch our mini spacecraft, it's crucial to prioritize safety. Even though we're dealing with a miniature model, it's essential to follow some basic safety guidelines to ensure a fun and accident-free experience. First and foremost, always supervise young children while they are building and launching their spacecraft. Scissors and other sharp objects should be handled with care, and adult guidance is always recommended. When launching your spacecraft, choose a clear, open area, away from any obstacles or potential hazards. Remember, our mini spacecraft is designed for indoor or short-distance outdoor flights only. Never launch it near roads, power lines, or crowded areas. Always be mindful of your surroundings and choose a safe location for your space exploration adventures. With safety in mind, you're all set to embark on exciting space missions with your newly built mini spacecraft. Section 5. Blast off to new adventures. You've built your spacecraft, taken safety precautions. Now it's time for the most thrilling part, launching your creation. This is the moment you've been waiting for, where all your hard work and creativity come together in a spectacular display. Head to your chosen launch site, preferably an open area with plenty of space. This ensures that your spacecraft has enough room to soar without any obstacles. Hold your spacecraft gently by the body, avoiding the balloon engine. This careful handling is crucial to ensure a successful launch. Take a deep breath and exhale into the straw, inflating the balloon. Feel the excitement build as the balloon expands, ready to propel your spacecraft. Once the balloon is inflated, pinch the end of the straw to trap the air inside. This step is essential to keep the balloon from deflating prematurely. Aim your spacecraft upwards, release the straw, and watch as your creation soars through the air. The sense of accomplishment as it takes flight is truly unmatched. The beauty of DIY projects lies in their open-ended nature. They encourage exploration, experimentation, and endless fun. Your mini spacecraft is not just a toy, it's a launchpad for imagination and creativity. It opens up a world of possibilities and dreams. You can customize it further, experiment with different designs, and even turn it into a science project. Each modification brings new learning and excitement. Building a mini spacecraft might seem like a small step, but it's a giant leap for your imagination. It fosters creativity, problem-solving, and a love for science. So, gather your materials, put on your astronaut helmets, and get ready to explore the cosmos from your own backyard. The adventure is just beginning, and the sky is not the limit, it's just the start.